Neta Sanjay Singh gets bail after spending 6 months in jail in the alleged liquor gate saga. Singh is the first Aam Aadmi Party Neta to get bail. Delhi Mantri Atishi levels big Operation Lotus charge, says BJP pressurizing her to abandon Arvind Kejriwal and join the BJP. Claims AAP netas received arrest threats. Prime Minister Modi's big attack on the opposition reiterates pledge to crack down on corruption. Says he wants Bhrashtachar hatao, but opposition wants Bhrashtachar bachao.
मैं कहता हूं भ्रष्टाचार हटाओ, वो कहते हैं भ्रष्टाचारी बचाओ.
Home Minister Amit Shah firefights dissent in Karnataka, but disgruntled Ishwarappa to contest Shivamogga as an independent despite Amit Shah's outreach. India rejects China renaming Arunachal Pradesh, rubbishes China's provocation, says it's a senseless act that will not change reality. Supreme Court cracks the whip on Baba Ramdev's Patanjali, says government working hand in glove with Baba Ramdev refuses to accept his apology and misleading ads. Latest news break coming in. ED heat now mounting on Mahua Moitra. ED has filed a money laundering case against Mahua Moitra based on CBI's FIR pertaining to cash for query case. That's the latest that we are getting in. A case of money laundering has been now lodged by the ED on Mahua Moitra. What is the premise of the case? Cutting across to Shreya Chatterjee joining us live. Shreya, can you get us up to speed on what is the premise of this particular case of money laundering now been lodged against Mahua Moitra?
Preeti, this particular case is regarding the cash for query. Remember, there was an investigation that was initiated after a formal request was made by the Lokpal for the Central Bureau of Investigation to register an FIR. Now, that FIR was registered under criminal conspiracy, but this particular case is under the PMLA that has been registered by the Enforcement Directorate. In the cash for query scam, now the Enforcement Directorate will be investigating the possibilities of the involvement of routing the proceeds of the crime, if any, in this particular case by the Enforcement Directorate. So, trouble mounting for Mahua Moitra after CBI. Now, ED has also filed a case against her under PMLA in the cash for query case.
All right, a case under PMLA where Mahua Moitra is concerned. What does it mean, Shreya? Would she be now immediately called in for questioning? What could be the protocol next?
Well, absolutely, Preeti. She will be summoned by the agency in all possibility. Remember, earlier last week, she was also called by the agency for a separate investigation, which the agency is doing against her under FEMA. She, during that particular time, had asked the Enforcement Directorate to issue summons to her only after the Lok Sabha elections end. In all likelihood, the Enforcement Directorate may not wait for that. After registering this fresh case, we will in all likelihood see the agency now summoning Mahua Moitra anytime soon.
All right, Shreya, appreciate you joining us. This is a case of PMLA against Mahua Moitra in the cash for query case. We're going to get our viewers more, but quickly shifting focus on to that big relief coming in for Sanjay Singh. As the Aam Aadmi Party MP has been granted bail by the Supreme Court of India in the liquor gate probe, the Supreme Court bench observed that nothing has been recovered. There is no money trail against Sanjay Singh in the money laundering case. The court, however, said the bail cannot be treated as precedent.
Arrested in October by the Enforcement Directorate, 6 months later, AAP MP Sanjay Singh granted bail in connection with the alleged Delhi liquor scam.
Sanjay Singh has been granted bail because ED did not argue their case at all and conceded on the bail because it was all apparent during the hearing and it was made clear by the judges. Honorable judges has made it clear before lunch that against Sanjay Singh there is no credible material to make a case against him.
The bail order issued by the Supreme Court. A bench of Justices Sanjeev Khanna, Dipankar Datta and Prasanna B. Varale was hearing Sanjay Singh's plea in the excise policy case.
The Enforcement Directorate took a U-turn and decided to grant concession to Singh after the top court asked them to consider if he's needed in further custody. The court said that as a matter of fact, no money has been recovered and the accused turn approver did not name him in the first 9 statements. The court warned ED, if we ultimately decide in favour of Sanjay Singh, we will have to record that prima facie he is not guilty of any money laundering and that may impact the trial. These observations were followed by a twist in the hearing with ED saying that it is not opposing the bail to Sanjay Singh.
AAP welcomed Sanjay Singh's bail.
मुझे लगता है कि आज पूरे देश की लोकतंत्र के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा दिन है, बहुत खुशी का दिन है, बहुत उम्मीद का दिन है कि शायद कुछ लोग अब जेल से बाहर निकल के इस देश के लोकतंत्र को बचा लें.
Meanwhile, BJP slammed AAP, saying now AAP can't accuse agencies of being involved in vendetta politics.
This bail has been granted when ED, as you can see from the proceedings, has not opposed the bail of Sanjay Singh. From today onwards, the Aam Aadmi Party cannot claim, even for a moment, that any of the agencies, particularly the ED or the CBI, is indulging in any kind of vendetta politics. यदि ऐसा होता तो बेल को अपोज किया जाता.
Sanjay Singh has become the first senior AAP leader to be granted regular bail in the money laundering case linked to the liquor policy. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and his former deputy Manish Sisodia remain under judicial custody in the same case. With Srishti Ojha, Bureau Report, India Today.
What does it mean in terms of legal implication for other Aam Aadmi Party leaders who are incarcerated in possibly the same case? The courts today did say that this should not be treated as a precedent, but the Aam Aadmi Party's legal team calls it a big legal win for the other Aam Aadmi Party netas who are behind bars in the liquor gate probe. Joining me right now is Vikas Singh, former Additional Solicitor General of India and Senior Advocate, Supreme Court. Sanjay Hegde, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court, also with us. Vikas Singh, the first question that I want to ask you, even though the courts today said that there is no precedence, or this will not set a precedence, but what could it legally mean for the Aam Aadmi Party leaders who are in jail in the same case, the likes of Manish Sisodia or even an Arvind Kejriwal?
Well, according to me, the way it is reported that the bail was granted because the ED did not protest. Now, that's a little dangerous because it looks as if ED is controlling the Supreme Court. That's number one. Number two, in such kind of cases, if you see the bail provision, bail should have been granted on day one. And these are not cases, these are all cases where the bail is being denied on the allegation that the person is not cooperating with the investigation. Under Article 20, subclause 3, it's every individual, every citizen has the fundamental right of remaining silent. So non-cooperation per se can't be a ground for denying bail to somebody. So according to me, these are cases where bail should have been granted from the beginning itself. And it's now that it has been granted in the case of Sanjay Singh, I think that every other AAP leader who has been in jail for this same transaction should also be entitled to get bail as a ground of parity.
Mr. Singh, we're going to come down to that, especially on the observation made on the case of no money found or no money trail. But Sanjay Hegde, I want to get you in on this. There seems to be, a narrative that suggests that the ED did not oppose the bail in court today. Did that actually happen? Because the lawyer did want to argue the case in the beginning and then came back and said that it's a peculiar situation and did not oppose it. What really went down? Can you explain this for our viewers?
Well, what went down was that there was questioning by the court. And in the remarks which have been reported by various legal portals, the judge asked the ED, you've kept him in custody for 6 months. Dinesh Arora had not implicated him initially. Later on in a statement he does, no money has been recovered. The trace of money is not there because it was long back. Fact of the matter is money has not been recovered. And it said that, look, if we make observations under Section 45 of the PMLA, that prima facie no case is made out, then that will affect you in the trial. So basically, the court put the ED lawyers in a spot by some very effective questioning. And that is when the ASG possibly took instructions and came back and said that, look, in this case, please grant bail without making it a precedent. And if we concede as far as bail is concerned. So therefore, you don't have to go into the other parts, other questions that you've asked. So the ED basically decided to mitigate the damage it could have suffered to its main case by saying that in this particular case, grant bail. The other cases, we can take individual decisions later whether to fight or not fight. But this is a huge step forward in the case, and I do think that the Delhi government officials who are in custody have some cause to hope.
Okay. I'm going to come back to you, Sanjay Hegde. I want to pull in Vikas Singh back into this conversation. Vikas Singh, even though there would be, what would be the legal implications? Because the Supreme Court said very clearly that this will not set precedents. But in the same time, quote unquote, the Supreme Court said that the fact of the matter is that there was no money recovered. What does it actually mean for the Aam Aadmi Party and those leaders who are still inside jail in the same case where the money trail constantly keeps coming up?
Well, I don't understand what is the significance of saying it's not a precedent. Every case is a case by itself. It can't be cited. It can only be cited as a matter of precedent if it's laying down some rule of law. So granting bail to Sanjay Singh per se can't be a precedent. But if there is no money trail found, that is something which will be common to all. That can't be said to be exclusive to Sanjay Singh. So whoever are having the same kind of factual scenarios should be able to get bail by virtue of parity only. Although, as I said earlier, they were not. They should have been granted bail in the very first instance. They should not be put behind bars. It's a different matter to keep somebody inside jail after conviction, because after conviction, everybody is the same. Every person is the same as far as law is concerned. But as a arrest prior to conviction or during the trial process, I think these were not cases where arrest should have taken place at all.
Okay, Sanjay Hegde, I want to get back to the question because, yes, Sanjay Singh was given bail by the top court today. But in the same case, you have a Manish Sisodia who's gone to court thrice over the Supreme Court and bail has been denied all three times over for Manish Sisodia. So how can one equate both the cases and say it could again be possible for a Manish Sisodia or in this case an Arvind Kejriwal?
See, in Manish Sisodia's case, there's a judgment of the Supreme Court denying him bail, but saying that please finish the trial within 6 months. And if that doesn't happen, that Manish is free to approach the courts below for bail again. So I do suspect that his team will begin now asking for bail. And if the courts, the trial court as well as the High Court, ask the same kind of questions that the Supreme Court asked today, I dare say that the ED will probably have the same kind of response.
Sanjay Singh will and right. Go ahead, sir. Make your point.
It does look to me that the inherent weaknesses of the case, when faced with continual forensic examination at the hands of judges, they will reveal themselves. So it may possibly be that taking a cue from what has happened in the Supreme Court today, bail may be granted by the courts, by the trial court or the High Court.
Because till now, Vikas Singh, one thing was seemingly like very familiar in all the cases where the trial courts or the High Court completely denied bail. Now, Arvind Kejriwal has not approached any of the courts for bail. Do you see him getting bail from the trial courts, keeping in mind the strong observations?
So, unless they are able to establish the money trail, of who gave the money and who received the money, and why it can be said to be a receipt on behalf of the political party, I don't understand how this will help the prosecution. So it is their job to, prove the guilt of the accused. It is not the job of the accused to prove his innocence, because that's the law of the land. So everybody has to be presumed to be innocent till proved to be guilty. So I think this will definitely impact the trial of this case in the long run.
All right. Sanjay Hegde, coming for the last question to you, sir. The same question I ask you. In the case of, say, an Arvind Kejriwal who hasn't approached the trial court, because if he goes to the Supreme Court, what is at least, let me quote precedence here. The court will always now, ultimately say, go back to the trial courts and come back to, and go that course. Do you see that happening in the same case where Arvind Kejriwal is concerned?
Yes, obviously, because now he has been sent to judicial custody. The ED has said that we may want his custody later. But I think that he will approach very fast for bail to the trial court. And let's not go into too much forecasting there. But the impact of what has happened in the Supreme Court today may very well likely be felt in the trial court, even in Arvind Kejriwal's case.
All right, Sanjay Hegde and Vikas Singh, appreciate both of you for joining us. We're going to keep a keen eye on all developments that take place. Where Sanjay Singh is concerned, he's going to be out on bail, viewers, tomorrow. We're going to come right back, a quick break. Stay with us.
Intelligence meets art. Motorola H50 Pro.
Hello, Moto.
An unparalleled election coverage with the team that wins every election. From unmatched on-ground reporting to real-time poll updates. Stay tuned to the Maximum channel for the maximum coverage.
Platinum partner, Signature Finest Silver Elaichi, a premium product from Dilbagh.
Sir, आप इतने कलरफुल हो, but how can colorful be powerful?
Follow me. बारिश का प्रेशर बढ़ेगा, पर इसको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Dulux Weather Shield Power Flex.
इसका हर रंग लड़े धूप, धूल और बारिश से.
It's colorful. It's powerful.
Dulux.
Sir, आप इतने कलरफुल हो, but how can colorful be powerful?
Follow me. धूल हो या मिट्टी, इससे नहीं जीत पाएगी. Dulux Weather Shield Power Flex.
इसका हर रंग लड़े धूप, धूल और बारिश से.
It's colorful. It's powerful.
Dulux.
Sir, आप इतने कलरफुल हो, but how can colorful be powerful?
Follow me. धूप के पसीने छूट जाएंगे, लेकिन ये डटा रहेगा. Dulux Weather Shield Power Flex.
इसका हर रंग लड़े धूप, धूल और बारिश से.
It's colorful. It's powerful.
Dulux.
Once again, India Today wins the best news channel of the year.
Thank you, Enba, for all of these awards, all 108 of them. But for us viewers, the greatest reward and award is your trust. We're just weeks away from a high-powered, high-pressure elections, and I know that your trust will carry us through. Thank you.
एंड बाय अवार्ड्स में हम है 400 पार।
Intelligence meets art. Motorola H50 Pro.
Hello, Moto. Sir, आप इतने कलरफुल हो, but how can colorful be powerful?
फॉलो मी। बारिश का प्रेशर बढ़ेगा, पर इसको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। ड्यूलक्स वेदरशील्ड पावर फ्लेक्स।
इसका हर रंग लड़े धूप, धूल और बारिश से।
इट्स कलरफुल, इट्स पावरफुल।
सर, आप इतने कलरफुल हो, but how can colorful be powerful?
फॉलो मी। धूल हो या मिट्टी, इससे नहीं जीत पाएगी। ड्यूलक्स वेदरशील्ड पावर फ्लेक्स।
इसका हर रंग लड़े धूप, धूल और बारिश से।
इट्स कलरफुल, इट्स पावरफुल।
India's claim is mainly that the Katchatheevu island belonged to the Raja of Ramnath and that he had it from the time that East India Company assigned it to him. It was part of his zamindari rights, and these rights also included fishery and also that later on these rights moved from the Raja of Ramnath to the Madras government. A second argument was that during after independence, for many years, Indian customs regularly went to Katchatheevu, and this was not obstructed. And the Indian view also was that there was absence of any documentary evidence to show that Sri Lanka had an original title to Katchatheevu. Whether it was Pandit Nehru or whether it was Indira Gandhi, this very dismissive attitude, this little rock, this small island of no importance, this was the historic Congress attitude towards Katchatheevu. The truth is, for a party which has been saying, how was Katchatheevu given away? How was state government not consulted? How could the union government have done this? The fact is that actually there were consultations going on. They were kept fully informed.
Powered by PolicyBazaar.com. हर फैमिली होगी इंश्योर्ड। नो स्ट्रेस फिनोलेक्स।
Good evening, you're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Choudhary. While Arvind Kejriwal is in Tihar Jail today, in what is being read as a big boost to the Aam Aadmi Party, his comrade Sanjay Singh was given bail. by the top court, Supreme Court. Sanjay Singh is now the first Aam Aadmi Party leader to get bail in the Liquorgate case. Singh was arrested October, spending 6 months in jail. Meanwhile, Delhi Mantri Atishi made a big revelation or a big charge, allegation, claiming she's facing pressure to abandon Arvind Kejriwal and join the BJP.
With CM Arvind Kejriwal behind bars for 2 weeks, the Aam Aadmi Party is facing the daunting task of governance in Delhi. 55 AAP MLAs, including 6 ministers, met the Chief Minister's wife Sunita Kejriwal on Tuesday to express their unwavering support, even if it meant running the government from jail.
हमने भाभी के जरिए अरविंद जी तक बात पहुंचाई है कि भाई आप भाजपा के दबाव में कभी नहीं आएंगे और आप मुख्यमंत्री थे दिल्ली के, मुख्यमंत्री हैं, मुख्यमंत्री बने रहेंगे।
मनीष सिसोदिया की गिरफ्तारी हुई, आपने उनसे इस्तीफा लिया। आपने सतेंद्र जैन से भाजपा ने ही दबाव बनाया, जनता की आवाज बन गए, आपने इस्तीफा लिया। आज ये दोहरे मापदंड क्यों हैं अरविंद केजरीवाल जी?
Running the government from Tihar Jail is no easy task. The prison manual poses limitations. There is no facility of creating a CM office in jail right now. The Chief Minister won't be able to hold cabinet meetings or sign official documents inside the jail. The Lieutenant Governor will decide whether arrangements can be made in jail for Kejriwal to function as Chief Minister. The Chief Minister also needs to take court approval for any arrangements proposed. Following Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's incarceration, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched a blistering attack on the opposition at a rally in Uttarakhand's Rudrapur.
हर भ्रष्ट पर कार्रवाई जारी रहेगी। बहुत कम समय बाकी रह गया है। तीसरे टर्म में भ्रष्टाचार पर और तेज प्रहार होगा, ये मैं आपको गारंटी देने आया हूं।
Delhi Minister Atishi has alleged the ED will target her and Saurabh Bharadwaj next and added that attempts were made to poach her from AAP.
मुझे ये कहा गया कि या तो मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी ज्वाइन कर लूं, अपना पॉलिटिकल करियर बचा लूं, अपना पॉलिटिकल करियर बढ़ा लूं, और अगर भारतीय जनता पार्टी नहीं ज्वाइन करी तो आने वाले 1 महीने में ईडी द्वारा मुझे गिरफ्तार कर लिया जाएगा।
Saurabh Bharadwaj backed Atishi's charges.
उनके किसी बहुत करीबी आदमी के माध्यम से ऑफर दिया गया है कि अगर आम आदमी पार्टी छोड़ दोगे तो बहुत बढ़िया करियर बना लेंगे और अगर नहीं छोड़ोगे तो जेल जाओगे 1 महीने के अंदर अंदर। तो खुल्लम खुल्ला धमकी है।
रात भर की प्लानिंग के बाद सवेरे निकलता है कि हमको ऑफर मिल रहा है। अरे भारतीय जनता पार्टी भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ जीरो टॉलरेंस रखती है। आप लोग कह रहे हैं, वो लोग कह रहे हैं कि भ्रष्टाचारी को लाइए। नरेंद्र मोदी जी का बीजेपी का स्टैंड है, भ्रष्टाचार को हटाइए।
Arvind Kejriwal's arrest could rule him out of the entire Lok Sabha campaign. The AAP leadership now faces the twin challenge of fighting the Lok Sabha elections and keeping the party together. Bureau Report, India Today.
Sanjay Singh gets bail. Is this a big boost now for the Aam Aadmi Party? Even though the Supreme Court said no precedent, but somewhere down the line, does it make the path easier for the other Aam Aadmi Party leaders who've been incarcerated in the same case? Joining me debating this evening is Dr. Guru Prakash Paswan, National Spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party. Sanjay Singh, Consulting Editor, INS, will be with us shortly. Ashutosh, author, political analyst. Akshay Marathe, National Spokesperson, Aam Aadmi Party. Dr. Paswan, to begin with you, constantly there has been one charge by the Bharatiya Janata Party, and rightly so till yesterday, which was, if there is nothing wrong, then why is it that from the trial court to the top court, not one court has given bail to any Aam Aadmi Party leader? That charge, Dr. Paswan, do you see it being demolished today by the Supreme Court?
No, I think, Preeti, it's a very welcome decision, and
we are happy that at least a section of the opposition leader would now have a newfound faith in the institutions of our country, a newfound faith in the rule of law of our country, a newfound faith in the constitutional institution which they were constantly blaming for the last 6 months, 1 year. So bail, obviously, like you said, in this case, I have been witnessing since the morning that Aam Aadmi Party is saying that now Mr. Sanjay Singh is dosh mukt. There is absolutely no base to his bail. And they are portraying the bail as if Mr. Sanjay Singh has gone absolutely scot-free. But Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, on the contrary, you see, there has been no bail for Mr. Arvind Kejriwal in this case till now. So we have to understand that only a couple of days ago, when at the Ramlila Maidan, which was being portrayed as a grand show, a mega show of sorts by the section of the opposition leader, it falls flat. And in this case, it has been sufficiently established. And more importantly, like I said, the faith of the opposition leader, the faith of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, the faith of the Congress party in the institutions of this country has reignited. And that is the most welcoming step. Now you cannot say anything that ED is selective, court is selective, election commission is selective. It was the enforcement directorate as an agency that did not seek or oppose bail in this case of Mr. Sanjay Singh. So I think this is a very welcome step. But you also have to understand one thing, that a decisive war against corruption has been started by Honorable Prime Minister. And no matter what happens, you bring all the opposition leaders from north to south, from east to west. We have seen how Mr. Arvind Kejriwal was trying to run Delhi from the Tihar Jail, how Mr. Arvind Kejriwal passed the baton to his wife Sunita Kejriwal. So today, I'm reminded of a song which came a couple of years ago in Bollywood, that Tujh mein Rab dikhta hai. The people of India are saying, Arvind Kejriwal ji, aap mein Lalu Yadav dikhte hain. Arvind Kejriwal ji, aap mein Mohammad Shahabuddin dikhte hain. क्यों दिखते हैं? लालू यादव भी जेल जाने से पहले राबड़ी देवी को अपना बागडोर देकर के आए. And now Mohammad Shahabuddin also wanted to run Siwan from jail. So Mr. Arvind Kejriwal today, last 10 seconds, Preeti, is nothing but a sophisticated version of Mr. Lalu Yadav and Mohammad Shahabuddin.
All right, okay. Just, Dr. Paswan, to correct you, Arvind Kejriwal till now has not applied for bail. Possibly, I would think he'd be doing so now through the trial court. But, getting in the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, Akshay Marathe, and all of this. Akshay Marathe, you're saying this is, a moment for democracy. You're saying this will make the path easier, especially where your other incarcerated netas are concerned. But two things, Akshay Marathe. Number one, the court made it very clear that this will not set a precedent. Number two, the same court, the Supreme Court, not once but thrice over, has denied bail to Manish Sisodia.
Preeti, let's take a moment to understand what has happened here. Okay, Section 45 of the PMLA allows the judiciary to give bail only and only if they are convinced that there is prima facie innocence. I want to salute Sanjay Singh today. The judiciary has established the fact that he is innocent. And for 6 months, the BJP had jailed an innocent man. They will have to face God at some point when they go up to heaven or hell or wherever, that they have done this to an innocent person. They rotted him in jail for 6 months. The people of India are watching the dirty tricks that the BJP is playing. What the court said today is very important. They said that the entire case against Sanjay Singh is based on the statement of one man who said 9 times that he has nothing to do with Sanjay Singh. And on the 10th occasion, he takes Sanjay Singh's name and the ED puts him in jail. Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia, Satyendra Jain are all in jail over the same circumstances. They have also been put in jail on the basis of statements of similar approvers who have given statements saying that they have no relationship with Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia. But after they have been jailed by the enforcement directorate, they suddenly remember that they had a connection with Arvind Kejriwal and the ED has put them in jail. You took the example of Sharat Chandra Reddy. He said for 8 or 9 times that he has not given any bribe to anybody, but he gets arrested for 6 months. He takes Arvind Kejriwal's name, and then the scam accused Sharat Chandra Reddy pays BJP 60 crore rupees. So the biggest scam in this entire liquor probe is actually being committed by the Bharatiya Janata Party in the form of their extortion racket.
Akshay
That
Marathe,
they arrest people, they take money. Let me finish, Preeti. You gave him a lot
10
of
seconds.
time to
Sir, I'm giving you exactly the same time. Let's not get into what happened. Okay, go ahead, sir. I'm 10 seconds more. That's it. Go ahead.
So I hope that from now on, the BJP will never say, why is the judiciary not giving bail? Because if Sanjay Singh can get bail, that means that everybody else can get bail. The circumstances are exactly the same. Tomorrow when Manish Ji's case is going to come to court.
Allow me to open up the panel and I'll come back to you. And I promise the both of you, you'll get exactly the same amount of time. I want to bring in Sanjay Singh and I want to bring in Ashutosh into this conversation. But Akshay Marathe, if you say the case was same, it's a question to mull on, which I will come and ask you again. If the case was same, why was bail denied three times over where Manish Sisodia was concerned? By the top court, which is the Supreme Court of the country. Sanjay Singh, to bring you in on this.
Can I quickly answer that question?
I'll come back, sir. Please, allow me. Let me go full circle. I'll come back. No, Akshay Marathe, please allow me. Okay. Sanjay Singh and Ashutosh, getting you into this conversation. Sanjay Singh, the fact is timing in politics is everything. At a time when it's happening 3 days after that rally in Ramlila Maidan, where at least optics-wise, there is, for the Aam Aadmi Party, they're trying to bolster the image that they're suffering at the hands of what they deem as a dictatorial government. Now, Sanjay Singh getting bail and the court using, quote-unquote, that, it is a fact that no money was recovered. Do you see this as a big boost for the Aam Aadmi Party and its image?
Preeti, good that you mentioned the Ramlila Maidan rally. Because if you look at from Aam Aadmi Party's perspective, this was one ground which Aam Aadmi Party perhaps wanted for long, at least since the time Arvind Kejriwal went to jail, to ED custody and subsequently to jail. Because if you look at the whole whole program for 2.5 hours or 3 hours, it was for a common person who was watching this program, it was a launch kind of a rally for Sunita Kejriwal. When Sunita Kejriwal spoke, she spoke about Arvind Kejriwal. She did not talk anything about India Alliance or whatever India was proposing, 5 guarantees of Arvind Kejriwal and so on, so forth, in presence of all India Alliance leaders, all those people who were earlier opposed to Arvind Kejriwal's entry into that opposition coalition platform. So I think it was a great moment for Aam Aadmi Party. Congress, of course, it's to their wisdom as to how far they were conceding ground to Aam Aadmi Party. But yes,
let's talk about the current case, Sanjay Singh. Let's come down to what we're discussing. Go ahead, sir.
The current status, a bail to Sanjay Singh does not change much of perspective because it is not Sanjay Singh who runs the party. Sanjay Singh was just a part of whole gamut of narrative or whatever was happening. So long as Arvind Kejriwal is inside the jail, this question was asked to me by a taxi driver this afternoon. And Sanjay Singh coming out, of course, is a two-way sword because BJP will say that, look, the trial was, the due process of law was fair and we propose the bail. That's what they're saying. On the other hand...
So you don't see it... Yeah, so you don't see it meaning anything in the larger scale of things. Ashutosh, to get to you on the same question. This was possibly something that the Aam Aadmi Party desperately needed at a time where they were hemmed from each and every corner with Arvind Kejriwal in jail. Bail for Sanjay Singh, which possibly even the Aam Aadmi Party didn't expect. Do you see that as a boost or do you think that it's not going to make a difference?
See, Preeti, I think the first of all, this is today Enforcement Directorate was caught red-handed in the court of law. Again, let me repeat. Enforcement Directorate was caught red-handed in the court of law. ED was thoroughly exposed and embarrassed. The majesty of the court was that it provided them a space to wriggle out. And I'll read what Justice Khanna has said. Please keep in mind that if we are with him, we are required to record in terms of Section 45 that he has prima facie not committed an offence that could have its own ramification in trial. That means in the PMLA case that the two conditions, one, either the Enforcement Directorate do not oppose bail or the court is prima facie convinced that the no offence is committed. If the court has gone by the second argument that the prima facie there is no offence is committed by the petitioner, and that would have been a real embarrassment to the Enforcement Directorate, and Enforcement Directorate would have no other way to hide his face. So that's why they gave him a space. You please consult your client and come back to me. Because if court has given, then Arvind Kejriwal, then Sanjay Singh must have come out clean on this particular issue. Maybe
right.
just let me complete. Before that, the court says no money has been recovered. The trace of money is not there. Fact of the matter is money has not been recovered. Please keep in mind, this is the second time the Supreme Court has said. In the Manish Sisodia bail application, the court has said the same thing. Again, the court has said the same thing. So I think by now, the senior officers of the Enforcement Directorate should look into the mirror what they are doing.
Okay. All right. Dr. Prakash Paswan, to bring you in on this, the fact is the BJP held a press conference shortly after Dr. Paswan and said that the ED did not oppose the bail. Therefore, it makes clear that the due process of law is being followed here. The fact is if the ED didn't oppose the bail the second time over because the ED initially wanted to argue against the bail. It is only with what was quoted by Ashutosh that the ED came back and said, okay, this is a peculiar circumstance and we will not oppose the bail.
No, Preeti, you see, you have to understand a couple of things. Let me respond to my friend from the Aam Aadmi Party. It is being touted as bail is equal to innocence. Sonia Gandhi is out on bail. Mr. Rahul Gandhi is out on bail. Are they innocent in the National Herald scheme? So I think let's be humble here and let's not keep ourselves above the position of law. Let's not be the judge and the jury himself. Lalu Yadav is out on jail. Yeah, is out on bail. I'm sorry. Is he innocent? So bail is not equal to innocence. We have to understand. Mr. Sanjay Singh today is out on bail. How is he innocent? I don't understand. Mr. Vijay Nair, he is in jail. We did not get the bail. Is he not innocent? Mr. Manish Sisodia, his bail has been denied, like Preeti, you just said. Is he not innocent? Who are we to decide? Let me make this very clear. You have to have faith in the rule of law. You have to have faith in the constitution of the country. And as far as the trail of the money is concerned, I disagree with our senior friend Ashutosh. It was the Supreme Court itself that went on record and said a money trail of 338 crore has been established. It was the Supreme Court that said. Enforcement Directorate, Preeti, in your press conference, in your press note said that K. Kavita has paid 100 crore. So where is this Hisab Kitab of 438 crore, sir? Some amount of money. Obviously, Delhi liquor policy scam has been a sham. It has been a scam. You have to come out and speak of it. This is absolutely beyond my comprehension, Preeti. When you say bail is equal to innocence, this is a very superficial understanding of law. This beats your own argument. Arvind Kejriwal, Vijay Nair, they did not get the bail. Sorry, Mr. Manish, sorry, don't get the bail. So are they not innocent? Who are we to decide? Let the court do its own job. Let's not
but Dr. Paswan, I'm going to bring in the Aam Aadmi Party counterpart, but I'll ask you a quick question. Because in the case of Manish Sisodia, the top court, when denying bail, told the ED, finish the trial in 6 months. If not, then we'll take recourse. The fact is his trial has not even been, has started. He's still in jail for over a year now.
No, see, Preeti, Enforcement Directorate as an agency has a success rate of more than 95%. Enforcement Directorate as the agency is the same agency that has brought 1,20,000 crore worth properties. Enforcement Directorate is the same agency that has attached 20,000 crore and has returned to public sector bank, which people took away, like Vijay Mallya, like Nirav Modi, like Mehul Choksey. It is the Enforcement Directorate. You cannot have, Preeti, last point. You cannot have selective faith. You cannot do this selective amnesia when it comes to the institutions of our country, when it comes to the rule of law.
All right, okay. Akshay Marathe, I'll ask you that question again. No, I'll ask you that question point by point, sir, but I'll ask you that question again when it comes down to Manish Sisodia. 3 times over, thrice over, bail was denied by the top court of the country. You can't equate the two.
Let me come to every point that was raised by my friend from the BJP. Number one, let's go on the Enforcement Directorate's track record. They have filed more than 5,000 cases in its entire history. Of those 5,000 cases, only 25 cases are such where trial was completed and they got convictions in 24 cases. That doesn't mean 96% success rate. That means that...
Okay, sir, please allow.
I don't interrupt him.
Okay, come on, Dr. Paswan.
This is not fair.
He's misleading.
He was saying lies.
Okay, 1 second.
Entire statement.
10 seconds. Okay.
No, my friend. Just 5 seconds, Preeti. On what basis?
Preeti, this is not fair. What is the point of such a debate?
Fine, okay, on what basis, sir? Your 10 seconds are over. Okay, no, Akshay Marathe, please speak, sir. Please speak. Please speak. We're just wasting time. I'm going to run out of time. Akshay Marathe, make your time. Make your.
The ED has not even finished trial in 5,000 cases. And you are saying that they have completed trial in 24. What is the point of those 24 cases where 5,000 cases have been filed, people have been jailed for months and months?
Okay, I'll come back to you, sir. Allow him. Dr. Paswan, come on. You've never been the kind. Allow him. Go ahead, Mr. Marathi. Make your point.
Manish Sisodia was denied bail more than 6-7 months ago now. The investigation has now gone on for over 2 years. Now the material facts of the case have changed. Because now over 2 years also, if the ED has not found any iota of evidence, of course the Supreme Court will think twice about granting bail or not granting bail. Initial days, I understand, the Supreme Court thought, let the investigation happen. We will find out whether they have committed any wrongdoing or not. But even after 2 years, if not a single rupee has been recovered, no money trail has been found, not even a charge sheet has been filed against Arvind Kejriwal so far. So how do you think that the bail will not be granted? The bail will be granted. And bail is equal to innocence. Bail is equal to innocence. Let's remember, it is the only law where bail can only be granted by the courts if the courts are convinced that they have not committed any offense. So if they have granted bail to Sanjay Singh, it means that they are convinced that they have not committed any offense.
Okay, Akshay Marathi, you've spoken for exactly the same time as Dr. Paswan did. Dr. Paswan, I'll give you exactly 20 seconds, sir, for a rebuttal. I want to go to our other two guests.
No, Preeti, I don't want to make a rebuttal. I just want to ask a simple question to my friend. On what basis do you calculate the conviction rate? जिनका ट्रायल चल रहा है, जो केसेस अभी चल रहे हैं, जो केसेस अभी क्लोज नहीं हुए हैं, how can you say such a thing? And I'm happy that you pointed out 5,000 cases. You must also give it a rider that of these 5,000 cases, only 3% of the cases are political cases. So
all right, sir. Let me get it. Okay, let me get it. Sanjay Singh, 30 seconds. How will do you see any political impact? Forget about the legal impact on those incarcerated in the same case of the Aam Aadmi Party. Political impact, political boost for the Aam Aadmi Party. Yes or no? You're on mute, sir.
I'm sorry. Sanjay Singh has just come out. He speaks well. Now, Sanjay is going to speak and speak a lot. So,
sir, we are having a problem with your audio. We are having a huge problem with your audio. Ashutosh, do you want to take the same question? Political impact of Sanjay Singh's release.
I'll take the question, but I think I should respond to what Guru Prakashji was saying also, because the Indian jurisprudence is based on presumption of innocent and proven guilty. My dear friend from the National Political Party who's in the government is trying to put the Indian jurisprudence on its head. He's saying that if somebody is getting bail, that does not mean he's guilty. I think that's very, very wrong understanding. That also shows the understanding of the political party which is in the government and how they are using enforcement.
Political implications, Ashutosh. 20 seconds, sir. No, point number two, sir. I don't have the time.
That was important to rebut. The point number two, I think Sanjay Singh's getting out of the jail is a huge boost to Aam Aadmi Party for the simple reason because he's politically very sharp and it gives a top leadership to the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi. And now onwards, he will be in a position to lead the party and to put the government in dock.
Okay, 20 seconds each. Both Akshay Marathi and Dr. Paswan, we have an exclusive Amit Shah interview we need to cut to. Akshay Marathi, please go, sir.
Preeti, I hope in that Amit Shah interview that you cut to, you will ask Amit Shah, why has he arrested Aam Aadmi Party leaders
without any evidence? Stick to the topic right now. We do not have the time.
No, this is the debate.
That you were asked, sir. Okay, go ahead.
This is the political debate. The political debate is the BJP is trying to destroy Aam Aadmi Party using its enforcement directorate, and Amit Shah, Narendra Modi need to be asked these questions. And I hope your channel will ask them these questions because the people of India deserve to know. They have voted for Aam Aadmi Party. Why is BJP hell-bent on destroying Aam Aadmi Party? Amit Shah ji should answer this when you take that interview.
But Akshay Marathi, many would suggest if it's a personal battle that you need to fight it out in court, fight it out on the streets. Why should the people of Delhi pay for it with a chief minister trying to run a government while he's incarcerated?
The people of Delhi will give a befitting reply to this question in the Lok Sabha elections by defeating the Bharatiya Janata Party in all 7 seats because it is the BJP who has created the situation, not Aam Aadmi Party. We were running a successful government. Arvind Kejriwal is a popular leader. It is the BJP that has thwarted the people of Delhi's mandate and not Aam Aadmi
Akshay Marathi, fine. All right, 20 seconds. Dr. Paswan, 20 seconds and then we need to cut across to the interview, sir.
No, we are absolutely scared of Aam Aadmi Party because Arvind Kejriwal is the same person who went on record, went to the media and said कि मैं लिख के दे रहा हूँ कि गुजरात में आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार बन रही है. उनकी जमानत तक नहीं बची. तो we are completely scared of you. you will be winning 7 MPs because you won 7 MPs in 2014 and 2019. Let's not be the judge. Let's not have selective amnesia.
Let the people be the judge.
Final, ultimate faith in the rule of law.
Let the people be the judge.
And in the constitution.
Okay, fine. Okay. I appreciate all four of you for joining us. Terribly short of time. We need to cut across to Home Minister Amit Shah holding a roadshow in Karnataka right now, where he spoke exclusively to India Today's Ziaur Rehman. We leave you with that.
हमारा साथ जुड़े हुए हैं गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जी। सर, कैसे रेस्पॉन्स मिल रहा है सर कर्नाटका में? आप डीके शिव कुमार के ब्रदर डीके सुरेश के विरुद्ध आप आज कैंपेन करने आए छनपट्टा में, कैसा रेस्पॉन्स है? आप खुश हैं सर?
मैं किसी के विरुद्ध कैंपेन करने नहीं आया हूं। मैं डॉक्टर मंजुनाथ को जिताने की अपील करने के लिए आया हूं। यहां पर कर्नाटक में जेडीएस और बीजेपी गठबंधन सभी की सभी 28 सीटें जीतने जा रहा है। आप देखिए कितना जन सैलाब बेंगलुरु ग्रामीण के अंदर है। सभी लोग मोदी मोदी के नारे लगा रहे हैं, 400 पार के नारे लगा रहे हैं। इस बार बेंगलुरु में और समस्त कर्नाटक में सभी की सभी सीटें भारतीय जनता पार्टी जीतने जा रही है।
सर, आज केरला में एसडीपीआई ने कांग्रेस को समर्थन दिया हुआ है। आज राहुल गांधी ने नॉमिनेशन फाइल किया था, उस टाइम पे एसडीपीआई ने कांग्रेस को समर्थन किया है। सर, इसके बारे में क्या कहना चाहते हैं सर?
मुझे इसमें कोई आश्चर्य नहीं है। कांग्रेस सालों से सांप्रदायिक पार्टियों को और वोट बैंक की पॉलिटिक्स को कर रही है। एसडीपीआई का समर्थन कांग्रेस लेती है। अगर लेती है तो यही बताता है कि कांग्रेस देश को तोड़ने का काम कर रही है।
सिद्धरामैया ने आज आपको टारगेट किया है, बोल रहे कि पैसे रिलीज नहीं किया ड्रॉट के लिए कर्नाटका में, और बहुत ज्यादा पैसे जो कर्नाटका को मिलना चाहिए अभी तक नहीं दिया है। मगर आज आप कर्नाटका में पॉलिटिक्स करने आए हैं, पैसे और कर्नाटका मांग पूरी नहीं किया है।
देखो, इन्होंने 3 महीना लेट एप्लीकेशन किया है, 3 बार अलग अलग अमाउंट मांगा है और इतने में कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट आ गया। अभी उनकी एप्लीकेशन इलेक्शन कमीशन में पेंडिंग है। इस पर जब निर्णय होगा तब तुरंत करें।
फाइनल क्वेश्चन सर, इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड और कांग्रेस का अकाउंट फ्रीज करने के बाद भी वो लोग आपके ऊपर अटैक कर रहे हैं सर, इसके बारे में क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
तो आप क्या अपेक्षा करते हो? कांग्रेस हमारा पक्ष में बोलेगी? उनका काम ही है विरोध करना। जनता मोदी जी के साथ है और जनता मोदी जी को जिताना चाहती है।
Arrested in October by the Enforcement Directorate, 6 months later, AAP MP Sanjay Singh granted bail in connection with the alleged Delhi liquor scam.
Sanjay Singh has been granted bail because ED did not argue their case at all and conceded on the bail because it was all apparent during the hearing and it was made clear by the judges. Honorable judges has made it clear before lunch that against Sanjay Singh there is no credible material to make a case against him.
The bail order issued by the Supreme Court. A bench of Justices Sanjeev Khanna, Dipankar Datta and Prasanna B. Varale was hearing Sanjay Singh's plea in the excise policy case. AAP welcomed Sanjay Singh's bail.
मुझे लगता है कि आज पूरे देश की लोकतंत्र के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा दिन है, बहुत खुशी का दिन है, बहुत उम्मीद का दिन है कि शायद कुछ लोग अब जेल से बाहर निकल के इस देश के लोकतंत्र को बचा लें।
Meanwhile, BJP slammed AAP, saying now AAP can't accuse agencies of being involved in vendetta politics.
This bail has been granted when ED, as you can see from the proceedings, has not opposed the bail of Sanjay Singh. From today onwards, the Aam Aadmi Party cannot claim, even for a moment, that any of the agencies, particularly the ED or the CBI, is indulging in any kind of vendetta politics. यदि ऐसा होता तो बेल को अपोज किया जाता।
Sanjay Singh has become the first senior AAP leader to be granted regular bail in the money laundering case linked to the liquor policy. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and his former deputy Manish Sisodia remain under judicial custody in the same case. Bureau Report, India Today.
कितनी बड़ी राहत है और किस ग्राउंड पर कोर्ट ने राहत दी?
ये एक बहुत बड़ी जीत है। इस पूरे तथाकथित एक्साइज मामले में आम आदमी पार्टी के जो तमाम वरिष्ठ नेताओं को ईडी ने बिना किसी सबूत के गिरफ्तार किया हुआ था, आज उसी ईडी ने कहा भाई कि इनके खिलाफ कोई सबूत मौजूद नहीं है, आप इन्हें बेल दीजिए।
ईडी ने क्या ऑब्जेक्शन किए थे जिसे अदालत ने नजरअंदाज किया?
देखिए, ईडी ने उन्होंने तो पहले तो ये कहा कि इनको जो है बेल दे दी जाए। दूसरा, उनके पास जो 3 सवाल पूछे थे कि आप 2 करोड़ रुपए का एलिगेशन जो लगा रहे हैं उसका क्या प्रूफ है। दूसरा, 6.5 महीने से आप जेल में रखे हुए हैं, क्या आपको जेल में रखने से क्या फायदा। और तीसरा कि इनके खिलाफ मनी ट्रेल को लेकर आपके पास क्या सबूत मौजूद थे, ये बताइए आप।
तो ईडी का जवाब क्या था इसमें?
ईडी का जवाब कुछ भी नहीं था। वो आके कहते हैं जी इनको बेल दे दीजिए, क्योंकि उनके पास अगर जवाब होता तो वो जवाब दे पाते। उनको पता था कि इनका जवाब नहीं है, ये सारे केस झूठे बनाए हुए हैं। तो ईडी ने बिना कुछ कहे हुए कहते हैं जी कि माननीय अदालत इनको जमानत दे दी जाए, हमें ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं है।
आज देश की सबसे बड़ी अदालत सुप्रीम कोर्ट के 3 जज बेंच ने आम आदमी पार्टी के सांसद माननीय संजय सिंह जी की बेल सुनी और खुद जज साहब उसके अंदर कुछ प्रश्न केंद्र सरकार से पूछ रहे थे, जिसके जवाब केंद्र सरकार ईडी के पास नहीं थे। कोर्ट के प्रश्न थे, आप कह रहे हैं कि दिनेश अरोड़ा ने इस दौरान जेल में बंद होने के बाद, जेल में रहते हुए, सरकारी गवाह बनने के बाद उसके 10 बार बयान लिए गए। 10 बार। उन 10 बयानों में संजय सिंह जी के बारे में कोई बात नहीं कही गई। 10 बार के बयानों में रिकवरी हुई, कोई नहीं हुई। अटैचमेंट हुई, कोई नहीं हुई। सिर्फ एक आदमी का बयान, एक आदमी का बयान जो 10 बार बयान दे चुका है और संजय सिंह जी के बारे में कुछ नहीं कहता, उसके ऊपर दबाव डाल के 11वां बयान कर लो और आप राज्यसभा का वो सांसद उठा लो जो केंद्र सरकार से सवाल पूछता है एक आदमी के बयान पे। इसका जवाब केंद्र सरकार के पास नहीं था। सुप्रीम कोर्ट का दूसरा सवाल था, क्या कोई पैसा रिकवर हुआ है, क्या कोई पैसा अटैच किया गया है। जब कोई पैसा रिकवर ही नहीं हुआ, अटैच ही नहीं हुआ, तो पीएमएलए कैसे लगा है, इसका कोई जवाब ईडी के पास नहीं था।
दरअसल कल माननीय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने जांच का रुख आतिशी जी और माननीय मंत्री सौरभ भारद्वाज जी की तरफ कर दिया है। तो अगर जांच की आंच उनके यहां जाती है या पहुंचती है तो इसके लिए पूरी तरह जिम्मेदार हैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी। आतिशी जी मन घड़ंत आरोप लगा रही हैं। मैं उनको चैलेंज करती हूं कि नाम उजागर करिए। भारतीय जनता पार्टी को माननीय मंत्री आतिशी जी की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं।
नया दिन और नई मनोहर कहानियां, यही कुछ आतिशी ने मीडिया के सामने आके एक सेंसेशन पैदा करने की कोशिश की और नई मनोहर कहानियां गढ़ी। आज मैडम कह रही हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कोई व्यक्ति उनको अप्रोच कर रहा है और उनको ऑफर कर रहा है। चुनौती है आतिशी जी, नाम बताइए। अन्यथा आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी का प्रतिनिधिमंडल आज पुलिस कमिश्नर से मिलकर एक बार फिर आपकी कंप्लेन का दर्ज करेगा। आप चूंकि मनोहर कहानियां इसलिए गढ़ रही हैं ताकि जो भ्रष्टाचार का मुद्दा है, अरविंद केजरीवाल जो आपके टॉप नेता हैं, माननीय न्यायालय के आदेश के ऊपर आज कस्टडी के अंदर है, जेल के अंदर है।
Co-presented by आपका जॉय भारत का जॉय, जॉय ई-बाइक। Co-presented by Green Lam Laminates, कुछ मेरा कुछ तुम्हारा। Powered by MP Birla Cement Perfect Plus, Concrete Special। Co-powered by Parul University, Vadodara, Gujarat। Co-powered by Panasonic AC for smart homes। Signature Finest Silver Elaichi, a premium product from Dilbar।
Good evening and welcome. You're watching the News Track. I'm Rahul Kamal. This week's edition of the Political Stock Exchange features questions on whether people think it's okay for Arvind Kejriwal to be running the Delhi government from jail. Do they think someone like a Sunita Kejriwal should take over? Is there a sense of sympathy for Arvind Kejriwal, or is he now being seen as a corrupt leader? Find out respondents from Delhi and what they have to say in this week's edition of the Political Stock Exchange, coming up on the News Track tonight.
Kejriwal in Tihar, AAP firefights. Should Sunita Kejriwal become Chief Minister? How should Delhi be governed now? Will Kejriwal arrest swing votes in Delhi? Biggest sentiment tracker before polls. Political Stock Exchange.
While Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal is in Tihar Jail, the Aam Aadmi Party continues to firefight. Delhi Minister Atishi today claimed that she was being blackmailed to join the BJP or face arrest. Meanwhile, over 50 AAP MLAs met Sunita Kejriwal today and told her that they want Arvind to remain Chief Minister and run the government from Tihar Jail.
With CM Arvind Kejriwal behind bars for 2 weeks, the Aam Aadmi Party is facing the daunting task of governance in Delhi. 55 AAP MLAs, including 6 ministers, met the Chief Minister's wife Sunita Kejriwal on Tuesday to express their unwavering support, even if it meant running the government from jail.
हमने भाभी के जरिए अरविंद जी तक बात पहुंचाई है कि भाई आप भाजपा